Hi guys, Spartan765. I've gotten a few comments recently and questions from both YouTubers and non-YouTubers on what I carry every day for my carry gun and why I choose to carry that particular gun and or how many magazines I carry. Alright, first off I'm going to start out by saying here it is. We're going to try and make this video brief, but that doesn't always happen. We got a Blackhawk Omnivore holster, great holster. If you have a gun that they don't make a lot of common holsters for, like, whether it's a Blackhawk Serpa, Safariland ALS, a lot of guys, I mean, Kydex is great. I like Kydex, but I'm not, for an outside waistband, I'm not a Kydex guy. I'm a hard polymer holster guy, like Safariland ALS, Blackhawk Serpa, but this just happened to fit the bill because my carry gun is a SIG 320 TAC Ops, and they don't currently make a holster for this right now. Obviously, I know there's custom Kydexes and stuff like that, but I'm not getting into that. The Omnivore is great because it's got this little block in the bottom. So as long as your handgun has a rail, like if you have an Arsenal Strike 1 or something that's kind of unique, you just put this on and it'll work in the Omnivore. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make sure the gun is loaded. It was loaded. Okay, we got that out of the way. Of course it's loaded. Why wouldn't it be loaded? It's my fucking carry gun. What good is an unloaded gun? But anyway, now that we got that out of the way, SIG 320 TAC Ops, suppressor height sights. These are tritium night sights. It's got a threaded barrel for a suppressor. Got 21 round magazine. You can see. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, a lot of people have been asking about on forums and everything else, in different videos, I've seen those comments in different guys' videos, about handguns, whether it's like an FNX 45, TAC Op, or Tactical, or whatever. With the thread protector, will the thread protector just come loose when shooting? The answer is yes. Unless you have a suppressor O-ring on there, which is a O-ring that you'd put on there if you have a suppressor on to keep the suppressor from just loosening. You can put that on the thread protector as well. It will become loose. But hey, here's the thing. It will not fly off. I was worried it would fly off, so for the first time I went to the range, I took it off. Second time I went to the range, well, I'm like, hey, I'm just going to see. If it flies off downrange, it flies off downrange. I'll order a new one. They're like $5. So I took 250 rounds, shot, and the only thing that happened was it just went from tight to just loose. It was still fully all the way down. I could just move it with my fingers very easily. So as you're shooting the gun, it has a tendency to want to tighten, not loosen, which is nice. But anyway, why am I carrying this for my carry gun? Number one, I like the gun. I did a trigger job on this gun. Got the trigger down to about, just over 3.5 pounds. It was a standard 5-pound pull trigger, I think. Yeah, about 4 pound. It's about a 4-pound pull now. Smoothed it out a little bit. It was a great trigger to begin with, but I just wanted to smoothen it out a little more. It does great. I can shoot about 2.5 inches at 25 meters with this. Fairly consistency after a warm-up. Before a warm-up, my first couple mags are about 6. But I shoot only about once every 2 weeks, so I'm not out there, 2 or 3 times a week shooting. So I need a couple mags to warm up. Or not a couple, more like just one. But, yeah, I mean, people are thinking, well, this is not a carry gun. This is like a tactical range gun. And, that is true. But I like the aspect of the high capacity. I'm a big guy on capacity. In the world we live in today, I like to say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And as far as, when I say hope for the best, is if we're going to put self-defense, if we're going to put a self-defensive shooting, like regardless, you're going to somehow randomly get into some type of self-defense shooting. The best kind of self-defense shooting, no self-defense shooting is good, but, well, it is good that you're alive and you stop the bad guy, but I'm, like, taking another person's life or even having to be in the situation sucks because it's going to be a whole bunch of legal trouble for you and all that other shit. But out of the different scenarios, probably one of the easier, scenarios that a lot of people actually prep for. When I say prep, they have their gun that they carry in their specific holster or whatever. It's the mugging. Like, you got the guy that's going to come out of the alleyway with the fucking Bowie knife. Give me your fucking wallet. you know, like that, and they're thinking, oh, they prepped for that, and that's what they prepped for. They didn't prep for any more than that. So what do they got? They got a little fucking Smith & Wesson Featherlight that has 5 rounds of 38 special in it. Okay, yeah, that works fine for that, you know. Do, right in the fucking mugger's gut, and he's dead. Okay, but now what happens if you got that Smith & Wesson Featherlight, 38 special, 5 shots with no extra ammo? I've actually seen people on YouTube arguing why they don't carry any extra ammo for their 5-shot revolver. Because they feel it's unnecessary. And if they're going to get into a self-defense situation, they're just going to dump the ammunition into the bad guy, and then run away. Okay, well, that works all fine for the mugger on the street with the Bowie knife. But what about other stuff that's been going on in the world, like mass shootings and ISIS attacks and, you know, whatever, like San Bernardino or fucking that Orlando nightclub that got shot up? And that was one bad guy with a rifle, and he killed all those innocent people. Now, if there would have been a good guy in there with a gun, he could have saved those lives, you know. Malls. There's been mall shootings recently, and there's been shootings with more than one bad guy. Like, especially with the whole ISIS threat, you know. There could be 4 or 5 terrorists that could attack a mall, and if you're in that mall, just mind your own business and some terrorist attack, you're going to want more than that 5-shot revolver to defend yourself, because the odds are not only going to be defending yourself, you're going to be defending the other people in the mall from the assailants. And your 5-shot Featherlight revolver isn't going to really do much for you there. You're going to want a higher capacity gun where you can either shoot more rounds, put more rounds down at the bad guys before having to reload, and then when you do have to reload, you're going to want extra ammo. I carry 64 rounds on my everyday carry. That's 3 21-round magazines plus 1 in the chamber. And, you know, oh, that's just ridiculous. You carry that much ammunition? Oh, well, it's heavy. If you're really going to cry about carrying around a pistol on a holster with a belt and 2 extra magazines, I'm sorry, but you are a puss if you're going to worry about that. Now, yes, if you're going to be carrying around, if you're going out hunting and you're going to be carrying around your 10-pound fucking rifle because it's got all these optics and bipods and stuff on it, that's different. You know, if you're going to carry the 10, there's a difference, you know, a 10-pound, 12-pound gun versus like a 7 or an 8-pound gun. That's, you know, obviously most people would rather have the 7-pound gun, as would I. But it's a pistol that weighs a couple pounds on a belt on your waist. You know, I get so sick and tired of people saying that the number one thing to look at when you purchase a carry gun is weight. Weight is not important at all for a pistol that you're going to carry. It's a pistol. It's not that heavy. It's not like you're carrying around a 10-pound brick of gold attached to your waist. I mean, the thing weighs, I don't know, maybe 2.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I mean, not even 2.5 pounds, like maybe 2 pounds in the holster, and then your extra ammo. I mean, that ain't that much. I don't even notice it anymore. Back when I started carrying, I didn't really hardly even notice it. After a week of carrying, it was just commonplace. Like, my gun was just always there on my side. Anyway, the mag holster I got, this is a shitty Blade Tech. I know it's shitty. I've had it for 3 years, and I've been, you know, saying, oh, I'm going to order a new one, oh, I'm going to order a new one. I just never do. I am going to order a new one, though, here soon, because this screw just starts coming loose randomly, and I have to tighten it about every other day. I could just get thread lock, but I really want to get a different mag holster, and it really kind of bumps up my willingness to purchase that new mag holster. The SIG 320 TAC Ops does come with 4 21-round mags, which is nice. Alright, as you can see here, the gun is obviously still unloaded. But yeah, I like to prep for, when I say prep, I mean not prep as in a prepper for like food, I mean like prep my everyday carry handgun, or that prep is a bad word. I like to have at my ready my SIG 320 TAC Ops, the extra ammo in case something really bad happens, like an ISIS attack with multiple assailants. And you're going to need that. You're going to need something higher capacity to take out, you know, if you're willing to stay there and fight versus just, you know, run out the door. If you're willing to stay there and fight and save lives in a situation like that, because, you you know, ISIS being ISIS or any of these sickos that do this type of stuff, they're there to try and kill as many people as you can. So if I was ever in a situation where I was in a mall and ISIS attacked or a sicko attacked or whatever, I would fucking stay there and try and take out the bad guy, because if I could not live with the fact that if I was in a mall and a bad guy's attacked and I just ran out the door when I had something I could use to stop the bad guys and save some lives, I couldn't live with the fact of running out the door. I would, if it was in that situation, I would have to help and I'd have to take out the bad guys to the best of my ability. But anyway, that's why I carry this gun. Great gun, love it. Awesome gun. But anyway, that's my carry review, what I carry and why. I'm sure I'm going to get a whole bunch of flack in the comments, but I don't really give a shit. Anyway, Spartan765 out.